Good afternoon. This is going to be a little different. I'm not in the car. I meant to do the video in the car on the way to the shop. Well, I got a little distracted and forgot. But I'm at the shop now. I've got a lot of work to do. I really want to do this video. I tried to do one the other day and it didn't work out so well. The way I'd done my settings, I ran out of storage room and it cut me off, and it was just, frustrating, that kind of thing. But what I want to go over today, or the video idea that I have, I want to try to give some encouragement to anybody that may see this video. I like to encourage myself too, because I'm right in there with you. But I've been seeing some things that are really upsetting, that really, really bother me, really hurt my heart. And if you're like me, if you have, like a soft heart, a kind heart, you want to help people, you want people to be happy, you want to be happy, and you want to be kind. And I've not always been, by no means, and I'm not a perfect person, but if it really bothers you to see people suffering, or people, treating each other poorly, I want to try to encourage you. I want to try to encourage myself. It's been bothersome for me, and I'm thankful that this isn't my home. I'm thankful that I have a home, and I'm a stranger here, because it's not good here. The devil's very good at his job, and he's doing a lot. He's destroying families, he's destroying relationships, he's doing a lot of stuff, and I don't want us to give him the victory. I don't want us to lay down in defeat and let him have his way. So I want to encourage us, you encourage others if you can, to not quit, to be kind, to do, anything that you can to try to shine that light, to try to show people the love of Jesus. And I thought about that, and I was like, it's not hard, because I went through the drive-thru at the bank, and I've been dealing with this stuff the past few days, this stuff bothering me, the things that I've seen, and I went through the drive-thru, and I had my dog with me, and I normally don't have my dog with me at the bank, but I went through the drive-thru and I had my dog with me, and he was over here in his seat, Well, when I got done doing what I was doing, and the teller did, her job or whatever, she gave me the receipt. Well, there was a little dog treat in the thing you get your stuff out of, and I was like, oh, thank you, I was surprised, but I was really thankful too, and I was glad. And I was like, look, she gave you a treat, and I thought, as I pulled out, that made me feel good, and that was so small. Like, that was the tiniest little thing that girl could have done, is to give my dog a dog treat through the bank window. And I was like, it's not hard to be kind. And I got to thinking, it is hard to be kind if you are full of hate, you are full of anger, you are miserable. It is hard to be nice to people when your insides are this storm of trauma and things that you can't let go, people you've not forgiven, just hatred. And to me, it's like this big black clouds tornado storm inside of you. It's hard for you to be kind. That's hard. And I thought, the best thing we can do is to be kind. Those of us that can, and those of us that are in that condition, because I've been in that condition. There are even times and moments in my life, things that I've not dealt with or things that I've not healed from that can put me in a position, and when I get in these really low points, I'm not a nice person. And I may take things out on somebody else, and that's not okay. But if we can work to getting ourselves where we need to be, and to me, God is the only help and the only way. But if we can pray and we can just beg God for His help, because I don't know about y'all, but I can't do it on my own. I need God's help. I need God's help to take one step. But if we can get help, we can ask Him for help, and we can let things go, we can forgive people, we can be kind to people, and we can share love and we can spread love instead of constantly being mad, constantly being upset, constantly yelling at people or fighting with people. Because, what do you want to do? Do you want to be alone? Do you want to just be by yourself and not have anybody? Not have no family? Not have your spouse or whoever? Do you want to be alone? Because I don't think nobody truly wants to be alone. You want to be happy, you want to have family, you want to love people. But it's hard to do that. It is hard. And I've noticed things within my own life of when you're dealing with things, you're not happy or you're angry, you push everybody else away. Even when you don't want to, you do. Because of all the things that's in you that you've not dealt with. But just seeing people, I've seen it so much just within a week's time of the devil. If you'll stop and just observe things, just observe, just watch people. You don't have to say nothing, you don't have to give your opinion, it's not needed. Just watch people, and you will see the little stuff the devil's doing. The little, I don't even know how to word it, but he's shooting little darts. In a sense, if you think about Cupid shoots darts for people to fall in love, just like a little story. But the devil's shooting darts of hatred, of division. Because I have watched people, there'll be somebody over here and they'll say, well, she's just making me mad, or, she wants to do this, and he or she or whomever, well, they just want to do this, or they think that, or they're saying this about me. Well, if you're around that other person and you listen to them, that's not it at all. That's not even crossed their mind. And it's almost like the devil's running to people. Well, she's over there talking about you. Well, so-and-so said this. And it's all completely made up. It's complete lies. And we will believe it. We will let that negativity feed, and it will divide. And that's what he wants to do. He wants to tear up every relationship that you have. He wants to destroy everything that you have. He doesn't want you to achieve your dreams or your goals. And it's we can't see it. We can't see that we have one enemy. He is our enemy. Your family's not your enemy. Your kids, your spouse, your co-workers, your neighbors, they are not your enemy. The devil is. And we buy into his deceit. And I do it too. He feeds me doubt and negativity every day of my life. It is a constant battle that I have to deal with, that I have to fight. And the other day, and it's one of them light bulb moments, I had something said to me. And those things, sometimes you'll get things said to you and it will knock you back on your hind end. It's wow. And things that hurt. And I had something said to me, and I was like, wow, that hurt. Did that really just happen? And it's like I could feel it trying to pull me down into that just dark abyss of doubt and fear and depression and that place that I don't want to be in. And I thought, I've got a lot of work to do. I can't do this. I can't deal with this. I've got important things I need to do today. And it's like I just stopped and I was like, no. Devil, get behind me in the name of Jesus Christ. I'm not dealing with you. I don't have time right now. I don't have time for you. And it's like I immediately recognized it as, here I am needing to get things done, busy, and the devil's going to throw something at me to try to distract me, try to hinder me, try to stop my growth. And I just realized it. It's like a light bulb. Like God's like, here you go. Here's some wisdom and here's some knowledge. Open your eyes. And I was like, you are trying to hinder me. This little thing, what does it even matter? It doesn't. Whether it hurt my feelings or not, oh well, I'm not 5 years old. Get over it and move on. Life's hard, things hurt, things happen. But what is important and what matters? Things that people say, things that people do, how people hurt you, how the devil uses people to hurt you and hinder you, doesn't matter. What are you doing? What do you want to do? What are you trying to achieve? What is your purpose? That's what matters. Focus on what matters. And that's like, I had to tell myself, like, no, you're not doing this. You're not going this way. You're not derailing. You're going to stay the course. You're going to do what you need to do. And that whole thing with the whole point of the video about, trying to encourage us, all of us, to be kind. If we will focus on what we need to do as an individual, not what anybody else needs to do, if we will focus on what we need to do, focus on ourselves. God, what can I do? What do you want me to do? How can I be better? We will get better. We will not be sitting in depression and anxiety. Idle hands is the devil's handiwork. Don't sit. Be active, be doing, be pushing toward your full potential. And we're going to get better. And if you notice, your mood will be better. You'll be kind. You'll not be in that place. You'll not be sitting and thinking of all the bad stuff that's ever happened to you in your life. What so-and-so did. It'll change things. It'll help. But I hope this helped. I hope this encouraged you, because we can't quit. What option do we have? Just give up? What's at stake? I mean, what are we going to get if we give up? What are we going to get? Nothing and nowhere. And we're certainly not going to help nobody. We're not going to help ourselves. We're certainly not going to show people, if you're watching and you're a Christian, we give up, we're not going to show people there's a better way. We're not going to be able to introduce people to Jesus and say, hey, there's somebody that loves you for you that'll never leave. You'll not find a human that can do and will do what he's going to do. You won't. He will never leave. He'll never deceive you, never lie to you. He will love you more than you can even imagine. There are people out there hurting. There's people out there that need help. We can't give up. We can't stop being kind. We can't stop trying. We've got to be help. We've got to try. We've got to try to do our best. And it's hard. There's days when I feel like, what's the point? Because the devil's you just watching, just destroying stuff, destroying families. And you're just like, I'm fighting a losing battle. but you're not. We can't see it all, but God can, and He is working, and He will have the victory. Remember that. Don't quit. Don't give up. Pray for strength. Push on. Let's do our best. I love you guys. Please be praying for me. I always need it, and I'll be praying for you, and I hope this has been a help to you. And I hope that I'll see you soon.